Hello, Lisa Richard here with Loving Energy Recharge, coming in to do the weekly forecast reading for the week of July the 17th going through to the 23rd. This is a reading that takes a look at the energy through the 7 major chakras to look at any blockages that may be there and to help us to open up to the flow of the universal energies, the energies of love, of peace, of being content with who you are and where you are supposed to go within this lifetime. So I'm picking up on a lot of heavy energy this week. It feels like a lot of individuals are out there rushing around and feeling this pressure to have to hurry. There's a desire right now to get out and experience life, which is absolutely wonderful. We're starting to get a little bit more freedom back. But there's also this essence of, I have to do everything right now. I have to rush from this place to this place to this place. And there's a little bit of, let's just pause. Let's take a moment to center back in, to not feel that we're going to miss out on an opportunity if we don't jump into action right now, and just to allow some space to really get grounded into yourself to say, where do I want to go? What direction is right for me? Do I want to follow the crowd? Do I want to jump right back into the mainstream of how things used to be, or as close to that old energy as I can get? Or do I really want to take some time to integrate myself back into the world in a way that is going to fit this new version of who I have become over the past several months? A lot of us have gone through some really deep changes. We have been spending a lot more time with self. We have learned that we are very adaptable with all the things that have gone out in the world. And this new desire, so to speak, to kind of push back and take back everything that used to be just isn't working for a lot of us. So there's some really purpose energy coming through today to, let us calm this energy down. Let us not be so reactive, but really take the time to know that you are in full control of yourself. You don't have to allow that pressure out there to hurry up and do things. You can really take the time that you need to figure out for yourself, what is in my highest good? So we're journeying through the chakras today. We're using the beautiful animal spirit cards. These are by Colette Baron-Reid. And animals are very instinctual. They have a very unique way of interacting with the world around them. And they do communicate very quickly, very spontaneously in the moment. Now, we are evolved into a higher state of being in that we still have that very instinctual capability to react quickly, but we can also take that time to pause and look beyond to say, do I have to be so instinctively reactive, or can I tap into the higher wisdom of animal spirit to respond in the way that is best for me? So we're combining the beautiful energies of the animal spirit and that instinctual nature, but taking it to a higher level, connecting with their higher beings as well, to say, what, we have all that ability to pause, to consider, not just jump, but to wait to say, what is going to serve my highest good in this week ahead? So I'm going to take some time to shuffle through these cards, pulling one for each of those 7 major chakras. And I invite you to use this time to ground yourself. Take in some really deep, nourishing breaths. Allow your feet to really connect with the earth so that you can feel anchored into this present moment in time. And just allow yourself to feel at peace, to know that this is your time, your space, and allow the message to come to you in whatever way is going to serve your highest need. So I'm just shuffling through and I am looking for the root center. And slowing down the energy very purposely, just slowing it down. Taking in those nice deep breaths. This is the brand new deck that I am using this week, and I don't use the guidebook. I allow the messages to come freely in the moment and to speak the wisdom through the animal to ourselves. Still looking for that root center, anchoring us to the ground. There we go. We have that root center. That took some coaxing just to settle down the energy and to not rush, but to claim back that essence of that higher power is in control, not the humans of us, but that higher wisdom that is here to guide us along. I thought I had the sacral card, but it flipped itself back into the deck. So we're going to keep on shuffling, looking for the sacral center. Trusting that just the perfect card for this collective reading is going to come forward. Knowing that at all times, we never have to force the energy. It comes in divine timing, not human timing. And just breathing through. Okay, we have the sacral center, looking now for that solar plex. Solar plex, looking for the heart center. And really allowing the energy of peace to wash through the being right now. Feeling that shift in energy of letting go of the pressure to do anything and to just allow spirit to guide the way, going with the flow. Have the heart center, looking for the throat. And really connecting with that breath. Long, deep breaths, got the throat center, looking for the third eye. You have the third eye. I just got the crown. Ooh, and we have a few there for the crown. It'll be interesting to see the messages when we get to the very top. So make sure you stay to the end of the reading. The greatest wisdom can be at the end. So I'm going to start by showing you the bottom of the deck. I like to say that this is the overall energy of the reading. And here we have stake spirit in protection. Now, the thing that catches my mind right off the bat is this is the cover of the deck. So this is a symbol to me that the animals are very much leading the way. They are anchoring us back to the earth. They are letting us know how interconnected everything is. And I have a little bit of a story that I want to share here to lead into this reading. So I have been starting to take horseback riding lessons. It is something that is near and dear to my heart, but I am very much new in getting back into the saddle. So there's still that essence of fear within me. There's a deep respect for the animal. I'm learning and baby stepping as I go. Now that is part of life, is to allow yourself the time it takes to learn something new, but to not give up if it's something that really resonates with your heart. Now, the other day when I was at the stables, there was some energy going on around the horses as well. And one in particular was not feeling in the best frame of mind, was feeling very much on edge, very antsy, and very reactive in the moment. So I sat there and I watched and witnessed as this horse had a reaction, took fright, ended up kicking out one of the boards in the pen. And I watched the ripple effect to all the other horses around it react in the moment as well and get really riled up and start to get into that same energy of feeling that chaos and that fear and that anxiety. And it was just this instant boomerang effect of watching one person's target, or one animal's target in this case, and how that ripple out to all the others. Now, I'm sharing that message with you guys because as humans, we tend to do the same thing. Right now, there's a lot of energy out there where we are feeling that pressure to rush, or we're feeling really anxious, or we're just a little bit nervous to be going back out into society without the mask for some of us, and figuring out that new way, but still also feeling the fears and of having to been suppressed for so long behind that mask. There's new energies that are coming forward in that unfolding. So a lot of what you're feeling out there is very much that reactive instinctual nature of somebody's fear projecting forward, or somebody's panic and anxiety projecting forward, and you're picking up on that energy. You are allowing yourself to become reactive in that same moment, and not quite realizing that, you know what, you're picking up on things that aren't yours. It is weighing in on your being, and it's adding that pressure and that anxiety within, but it's not yours to claim. So we're getting this card coming to us in protection to remind ourselves to come into you, let go of all of that other energy, and just take this time to focus on centering yourself for this week ahead, to get really clear on what it is do you need to let go that you've been carrying as the weight of the world that's not yours to claim, and how can we really open up to the essence of taking the lead is the message on the bottom. So you're taking the lead for yourself to walk forward in your truest form for this week ahead. So we're going to take that energy and dive right into the root center. That root center is going to really ground us to the earth this week, help us to feel connected, help us to feel safe, help us to feel secure, to really help to let us navigate this new territory, these new waters, and claim who we are as individuals. So the energy down in the root center is flamingo spirit. Now this says embrace the energy in between. So you can think of this as transitioning back into a new world. You have that energy of how things used to be, that is in the past, that you're trying to carry forward. You have this new future in front of you that hasn't quite evolved yet. So there's that tendency to take what you used to know, that comfort zone, and you're kind of tasting it and putting it forward into what you think may be the new, but it comes with some fear because it's not reacting back to you the same way that it always has. So this is a reminder that, you know, we're in between worlds, we're in between energies. You're feeling out this space, getting to discover the new version of you, the new version of the world you're walking into. And it's letting you know that, you know, walk forward with the grace of the flamingo. Be curious. Know that you have that longer neck so that you can rise up. You can look at the bigger perspective. You can get a good look around. Know and trust that that higher self has your back. You can stand on that one leg. You can feel safe. You can feel secure. You can know that you're supported during this transition. Now, flamingo spirit stays still for long periods of time in that balance, getting anchored before moving ahead and exploring too deeply. So this is your reminder to pause. Take your time, get a feel for the new landscape, get a feel for this new body of who you are, get a good sense of direction for where do you want to start making your footprints? Where do you want to make your impact? Where do you want to start strutting that stuff and letting people see the magnificence of who you are? So this is the energy of take your time, call in that higher power, balance in yourself, and know that you are so safely secure as you are learning to navigate this in-between space and figure out these new energies around you. We're taking that energy up now into the sacral center. The sacral center is all about planting those seeds for a new tomorrow. So what kind of energy do you want to bring in there? What kind of emotions need to be looked at? How do you want to spark that creativity within? There is so much potential in that sacral center, that womb of life for us all. So the animal spirit in there is bee spirit. This is in protection. Now, the first thing that comes to me is making that sweet honey, that sweetness of who you are inside. So if you're claiming that queen energy, whether you are masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. You are in control of the hive of you, the home of you. Within that hive, within that home are so many different pockets of energy. So many others are coming in to feed your existence, to nurture you. You are sampling and grabbing the flowers of life and or the weeds. You are pulling that back into your body and you are making your honey. So how do you want the quality of that honey to be? Who do you want to invite in your home to feed that essence of yourself? So this is a reminder again in protection to be very picky on the honey that you are growing inside of yourself, meaning take the time to go out and find the sweetness of life. Take the time to find the beautiful flowers, the things that are really going to rise up your vibration, to give you that inner buzz where you're vibrating with joy, you're vibrating with happiness. You're not feeling like you are suppressed and unable to fly or unable to come out of this home, but you are vibrating with that essence of life because you are taking time to only bring in those energies that are going to serve the home within yourself. So this is a calling again to go inwards, to listen to the way your body is responding to life. And a lot of us make very subtle noises when we want something. They often come in those forms of, that's something that really resonates with me, or you're pulling back, you're pulling away. I don't want that. So before this mind jumps in to try to convince you that, you know what, just do it anyway, just suck it up, pay attention to the body and start honoring it, because those noises are there to help guide you and to help align your vibration to attract back those qualities that are really going to serve your highest good. So be patient, go the distance to find the highest quality of energy to feed that essence of the hive within. Don't just go to the closest flower. Keep looking, find your vibration. You have all the energy to take flight. You have all the wisdom to see. Trust in your body to guide the way. We're moving that energy up now into the solar plex. The solar plex is your willpower. This is what is going to give you the strength to carry through those action steps, to take the time you need to stay balanced, to wait, to search out those things that are going to feed your soul. So what do we need to know about that willpower to clear the way? Well, we have two cards. I love to say that, you know, the number 2 is all about partnership. It's a reminder that you are co-creating with spirit, whatever spirit means to you. You don't have to journey this alone. So we have 2 cards in there, and our very first one comes to us as the Sandpiper Spirit. Now, this is all about be playful, have fun, to have the energy inside to get through some of those tougher energies that are out in the world right now, some of those feelings of anxiety or pressure, or people just not even paying attention. They are so in the moment that they literally have the blinders off. So be playful. Don't take it personally. Try to find the humor. Humor really lightens the vibration. It helps you to rise higher so that you're not taking things so personally. It also gives you the little footsteps where you can hop from stone to stone, from place to place. You can just have this little bounce in your step. So let yourself be free in the energy to just kind of ride through the turbulence, ride through the waves, knowing that you're going to land on just the right places you need to when you keep that essence of, I'm just going to take things lighter. I'm just going to have fun. I'm just going to play in the moment. I'm just going to take one step forward at a time. I don't need to know the full destinations. I'm going to have an adventure with myself and just allow the right opportunities to come my way. Now, the other card in there is the Dog Spirit. This is in protection. This is all about be fearless and bold. Oh, sorry, this is Badger spirit. It looked like a dog, but this is the Badger spirit. So be fearless and bold. You'll notice that there's black and white. There are two sides to everything. We have the yellow there coming in of that solar plex. That is also about the courage. So have the courage to know that there are two sides to everything. You also have the greater wisdom of the eagle feathers coming in there to rise above. See things from that higher perspective. Know that things are not all about us. If people are saying things that are a little bit harsher, or the world seems to be putting a lot of pressure on you, don't take it personally. Know that there's two sides to everything, that other person is probably having a really bad day. Do you want to contribute to that same energy by reacting back and giving them more excuses to have their bad day? Or do you want to take a different perspective and be courageous, tapping into that inner fire to just offer a smile, to offer some kindness, to pause in your moment, to smell the flowers, to not get involved in the drama, to be adaptable, to know that you're going to ride this course. You're going to ride through with that beautiful ability to be fearless and bold, to just be you. To not jump into the mob mentality, but say, you know what, I'm confident in the person that I am. I'm confident in rising up in this higher vibration and staying in my power and really connecting with who I am. I'm not going to play into those energies. So all of that energy in that solar plex is coming in with a lot of gentleness, a lot of playfulness, and a lot of energy really asking you to just stay in that middle ground. Don't choose sides, don't get involved, just be in yourself, literally, as you're feeding the energy with the nectar that's going to drive you forward, serving the quality of what you want to attract in your life. We're moving that energy up now into that beautiful, the heart center. There's so much softness coming into this reading right now, and that heart center is just pulsing. There is so much love, so much gentleness, so much kindness. There is so much energy supporting us this week to be content with self, to just show up as you are meant to show up. So our card in that center is the elephant spirit. And again, this is in protection. The elephant is so wise. The elephant is strong. The elephant does not forget. So don't forget that you are love. You came from love. You're going back to love. That is what is going to give you the strength to get through this week and to just have the confidence to walk forward as yourself. Now, the elephant makes a big impact. With every step forward, the earth literally shakes. So if you want to make an impact out of the world to serve the highest good, know that when you come from a place of acting from love, you're being compassionate, you're being kind, you're being gentle, you're not contributing to the energy out there, but you are just emanating and pulsing back. That energy which you wish to attract back into self, understand how much of an impact that has on others. Not only are you going to be centered in who you are and your nectar is going to be serving your highest good, but it's feeding and pulsing out there to those around you who are going to see your strength, going to see your courage, going to see the peace that you have within, and they're going to feel that essence from your heart as they walk their own journey. So use this strong energy of the heart center to literally breathe it into self. I'm drawn right now to the trunk as that reminder of have that deep breath. Connect with that higher source. Center into who you are. Anchor yourself to the root and balance on that one foot. Knowing and trusting the power of Source, God, the Creator, whatever it is to you, to carry you forward with those strong footsteps. So just trust that everything is going to work out as it needs to. Don't rush. Don't start stampeding off into the world. Go one step at a time. Watch the flow, walk with grace, connect with that deeper inner wisdom, that gentleness, the wise one inside, and take your time. Don't let anybody else pressure you to do something that you just don't want to do. We're taking that energy now and we're moving it up to the throat center. The throat is all about communication, manifestation. So what do you want to manifest in this week? What do you want to see come back into your reality to take form? All energy starts as a thought. It triggers a feeling. The feeling goes out into the world as a vibrational frequency, and it attracts back the same vibration. So what is it that you want to express? What is it that you want to experience? What is it that you want to see come into matter for this week ahead? Here we have Coyote Spirit. Ooh, now Coyote is so playful. There's also a little bit of a trickster energy in there. So the universe is really asking you, you have the ability to attract an abundance of many, many things. What do you curiously want to go and explore? What is going to give you that sense of adventure? What is going to help you to have some fun, that playfulness? What is it that you're truly seeking for yourself? So this is also a calling to go inwards again, to really take a good look and connect with those body sensations. Going back to that bee again, that buzzing, what kind of spurs you into action? What gets you in that sense of wanting to go and explore, wanting to go and sniff out the right adventure for you? And which ones are making you feel more cautious and timid that you don't want to engage in? So pay some attention into this throat center this week as you are being curious enough to wait before jumping into a response, before committing yourself, to really take a look at all the little details and all the little pieces. Now at the bottom it says, trust in divine detours. So the path you think that you're going to be walking this week is not the one that's going to present itself. So again, just allow yourself to be playful. This is going back to that solar plex again. You're taking one step at a time. You don't know the journey ahead because it's divine timing. It's not our timing. So just trust, allow yourself to be guided to go with the flow. Keep your vibration where you want it to be so that you are attracting in the right experiences for you, and then have fun with it. Allow yourself to see both sides and to stop and smell those flowers. Don't rush through this week too quickly. Savor every detail, savor every experience. Ask the universe, show me more. Show me more of the magic. I want to see the mystery. I want to see the signs. I want to see the tiniest little detail to expand my curiosity, to help me become really playful and joyful as I push against this energy of having to feel rushed and having to feel anxious and having to feel suppressed. That is not for me. I am curious enough to go see what else can I discover, what else can I experience, what else can I really put my feet into to savor and to ignite that spirit within. We're moving that up now into the third eye. This is the higher wisdom, the ability to see beyond the human eyes, to tap into the deeper wisdom. And here we have two cards again. We are co-creating with spirit. You are not walking this journey by yourself. The first one that is coming forward is in protection. Look at the peacock. Look at all those eyes coming forward, all of those opportunities to see things from a new perspective. It doesn't matter what you are looking at in the world. There are so many cool and exciting ways to look at it from a different angle. So that peacock spirit is really asking you to not jump into action, but to take a step back and look at so many different viewpoints to gain the wisdom. And as you don't get involved, as you don't choose sides, but you stay in that middle ground, you're igniting that beauty within. you're igniting that energy within yourself. There is so much green healing that is surrounding this reading. There is so much of that blue of the throat center that is that higher communication that's coming forward, and the wisdom and the grace of coming out as your full self. So when you allow yourself to see beyond, to change the stories in your mind, we all have our own stories. We've only walked in our shoes. We've only seen and had our own perspective. But what else is there? Allow yourself to get really curious. And that's where the coyote is going to come in. When you connect with that coyote spirit to look out into the world and you have an initial thought, initial feeling, an initial reaction, but then you ask the peacock spirit, show me more. Show me what I am missing. Take me above. Help me to expand in my energy, to step forward in that open heart, that open awareness, to really absorb and to see things from so many different angles without identifying with any one of them. The peacock doesn't choose just one feather. It allows all of the feathers to feel through the experience. And when it doesn't feel right, it closes itself up. When the energy feels great, it opens wide up and immerses itself in that experience. So do the same in your energy. When you are out there in the world and you're feeling something that, oh, that doesn't feel right for me, don't carry it and don't become it. Close yourself off in that protective hug of wrapping yourself in those angel wings, that higher self, whatever it is for you, to say, no, that's not for me. My home, my bee's nest is just for that beautiful honey. So I'm not going to be afraid of the world, but I'm going to wrap myself and I'm going to keep the energy of me protected and safe. And I'm just going to acknowledge that, you know what, that other energy is out there. I see it. I don't own it. I can look at it from many different ways to understand the lessons, the observations, the knowing that, hey, I just picked up on that energy. That's pretty cool that I can feel it to such a degree. And how cool is it that I can now let it go? And I can send it love and I can send it forward, transmute it as something that is going to serve the highest good. The other card in that third eye center is the giraffe spirit. And that is just that. It is rising above, really seeing things from that higher perspective. The giraffe can stretch and get the tallest leaves in the tree. It is not just sitting in that ground level with those bottom energies, that deeper suppressive energies. It is seeing beyond, seeing above. It is rising up and connecting to that higher power, but it also comes with such gentleness. And you'll notice the ears are listening. It's not in a state of reacting, it's observing, it's taking things in, it's learning, it is deciding for itself. Does it want to get involved, or is it just going to stay there and enjoy savoring the beautiful tender leaves of the tree? Is it going to keep nourishing self, or is it going to get involved with the drama? So that comes in with a lot of gentleness, reminding you again that it's not personal. Take a look out in the world to see what is going on. Take a look beyond somebody's emotions to say, you know, there is a lot of energy out there right now that is causing people to be reactive and it's causing a lot of anxiety. I understand that. I'm compassionate about it, but I'm not going to feed it. I'm not going to be the one that starts stampeding off, causing more fear, causing more anguish, causing those deep trampling footprints. I'm going to walk with tenderness. I'm going to walk with grace. I'm going to walk with the wisdom of being centered and being balanced with who I am. We move up now to the last card in this reading, and we have several sitting up in that crown center. That is that higher, deeper wisdom. We have The power of 4. So the power of 4 to me is the number of the angels. It also represents that strong foundation. If you think of a square or the bottom of a pyramid, that is the base. That is what holds everything in support. If you have that strong foundation, then you can rise up. If your foundation is not strong, you're going to crumble. So this is also where, if you're not feeling okay, don't pretend that you are okay, but acknowledge that things are not feeling right. Go back to that buzzing vibration of your body to search it out and see what is it that needs to be fixed, what needs to let go, where is it that I need to increase that vibration, what do you need to take care of yourself. So that higher wisdom is stepping forward to help you this week build your strong foundation. We're going to go through these one at a time. Our first card is the Wasp Spirit. Now it's saying at the bottom that sometimes life stings. Yes, it does. Sometimes life hurts. Sometimes things happen to us and they're not kind, they're not correct. But do you want to keep pushing it forward? Do you want to be the one that is stinging others and lashing out as well with that same energy that you just took into your body and that hurts? I didn't like that. Or do you want to be the one to stop it and to let the wasp go with peace? Now, an interesting science fact about wasps out in the world is they feed off of your energy. They feed off your emotions. So if you have wasps that are buzzing by you and you start swatting at them or you start panicking or feeling very anxious, they get riled up. They start vibrating at even a faster frequency because they're feeling your energy. If you have a wasp buzzing around you and you remain in a state of calm and you don't let it bother you, but you just realize that they're out there searching for nectar, they're looking to feed themselves. And if one lands on you, you can use that power breath again to just gently blow it off, send it on its way. You don't have to swat at it. You don't have to be afraid of it. You just have to understand that it's looking to feed off of something. So are you going to feed it fear or are you going to feed it love and send it on its way? The choice is up to you. Our next card in that is Swan Spirit, the gentleness of that protection. This says time for a deep dive, time to dive into you, time to connect to your value systems, time to connect to your character, time to connect with how do you want to show up in this world? What do you want to start bringing forward for the next generations, for the children that are here now, for the individuals that are here now? What is it that you want to see happen for yourself? So whatever it is that you are valuing deeply for you, that you're needing to nurture your spirit, start being that. Start offering that to others so that it may grow and you may receive back exactly what it is that you are giving. So be the beautiful swan. Take that time to really connect with yourself this week to discover that beauty within, that grace of who you are. Our next card in there is also in protection. This is the White Raven Spirit. Now this says, trust in the magic. Trust that you are deserving of a beautiful life, that there is more than enough abundance out there for everybody. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to ask for what it is that you need, trusting that when you do so, you're not taking away from everybody else, but you're actually feeding the universe and you're creating more of that experience. So in order to help others, you need to help you first. In order to be present, emotionally clear, you need to be well rested. You need to be nourished. Your body, mind, and spirit requires that it be in balance, that you can stand on your own foot. When you can take that stand for yourself and you can be confident and secure with who you are, then you can send that out into the world and you can really offer so much more to others. So please use this time to build your foundation. Work on the essence of who you are. It is not selfish. It is beautiful. It is graceful. It's connecting you back to that swan energy. So use the wisdom of the raven. Ravens are our messengers. That is coming to you with a lot of peace, a lot of grace, and a lot of encouragement to take care of you. And our last card in that crown center, that foundation reading, is the koala spirit. And it says, Spirit has a plan. Don't worry about trying to figure out all the details for yourself. Allow yourself to go with the flow. The koala moves very slowly, and it spends all of its day eating and taking in nourishment. So allow yourself to do that as well. Know that spirit is always around you. The energy is always around you. Ask and take in what it is that you need in the moment. Follow the path that spirit is providing for you. Let yourself go with that gentleness and that grace and not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow hasn't happened yet. And don't keep your thoughts in the past, because the past is done. It's already absorbed in your body. So do you want to carry that forward into your future, or do you want to just absorb whatever it was teaching you? Take in the good stuff, increase your energy with it, and literally expel the rest. Let it go. So allow yourself just to trust that whatever you are going through right now, whatever you are worrying about, release that to that higher power. Ask for what you need. Trust that your prayers, your requests, they're being answered. And then let go of the thought, because if it's being answered, know it's coming to you. So start raising your vibration with the wonderful essence of knowing that it's coming. Whatever is in your highest good is going to come. So set that spirit free, release the worry, release that feeling of that anxiety, that pressure. Be really strong with who you are. Trust in that deep, deep wisdom, and allow yourself to walk with grace, knowing that you are a ripple effect out into the world. So we have a lot of energy this week, and I invite you to be curious, be fun with what you see happening out in the world, what you see happening out in your experience, and notice how that energy of feeling anxiety and that energy of feeling anxious and that energy of feeling rushed is out there. But then be curious enough to check inside of you to see, you know what, am I able to stand in my balance and my security of knowing who I am, to just ride this storm, float with the grace of the swan, and to connect with my own values and character and show up the way I want to show up this week. So I wish you all much love and peace. If you've stayed to the end, thank you. That was a very long reading. They purposely wanted to draw it out to make sure that there was lots of opportunity for you to just be, for you to just breathe in the reading, to know how supported you are, how anchored in the energy you are, and how much spirit is here in all sorts of different forms to guide you on your journey. So never feel that you are walking this path alone, because we are all interconnected here on earth and in the universe that surrounds. So open yourself up, let down those guards, invite in all of those guides to walk with you this week as you are playful and as you are fun, and as you're that little sandpiper, just taking one bouncy step at a time and using humor to guide your way. Much love, and I look forward to connecting with you all again next week. Namaste.